Now then, so today what we're running is a bit of pirates and warriors, which is kind of fun to be honest. I've been playing this deck a little bit. Forewarning, there is an interaction that is going to get hotfixed, which is Morkvarg. You know, when you hit a boosted unit and he deals like his multiple pings, and then you finally end up like once it's damaged. The problem is at the moment, each of Morkvarg's pings boosts the armor of the units in your hand like for every single one. So say you hit something that's come off like a Joachim, for example, he'll ping that 9 times, and so he'll give 9 armor to everything in hand, which is a bit of a weird interaction. I mean, it only really matters for like Terror of the Sea, and so that will be hotfixed. But I mean, you would run Morkvarg in this list anyway. We're not running it because that interaction's a little bugged. He's just generally good, and he's a pirate, and it just makes sense to run him. But outside of that, it's kind of like I've kind of built it as like a warriors pirate kind of hybrid. In that there's a lot of crossover between the two archetypes. In that we have cards like Ancient Raiders and Tessiage Invaders, that can get pulled by Harold very nicely. There's also Tigv, and of course Skordal when you're running King Bran is kind of nuts. He's a 6 that deals 6, which is pretty good. So we have the discard package as well, just cycle through our deck. You could run something like Blood Eagle, but then the problem is missing your pirates. So I mean, I kind of prefer the discard package. I think it's a personal choice kind of thing. And then we have lots of ships, lots of pirates. And I found it does pretty well. I think one matchup that it can kind of struggle against is vampires, and the reason is the armor becomes kind of irrelevant against vampires. And apart from that, the other matchups have felt kind of good. It has enough point slam that most of the time against Skytower you can kind of get away with it. You can make their Milva really hard to pull out because your units are relatively quite tall. So there's not going to be many opportunities for them to kind of get that 2 damage ping. We've also got a Champion's Charge in there for some nice toll removal because everything ends up damaged eventually. I'm yet to have that brick. It always has a target. And Demon Corsair as well is a very nice one because this is like a 2-point turn engine because everything is going to end up with armor. And a lot of the time you have no use for that armor. So having a card that can convert that useless armor into actual points is pretty nice. Especially when things are stacking with, like 9, 10 armor. There's really no use for it beyond Demon Corsairs coming down and just swiping that armor away. You play a ship, it resets it a bit. It's pretty nice interaction. But yeah, it's a pretty simple deck to play, I feel. You're slamming warriors, you're slamming pirates, and you're building up your armor to the point where later on in the game, damage sort of removal doesn't really do a great deal. So a lot of these kind of aggressive decks that are looking to deal a lot of damage to units can't really do too much. Cat Witchers, for example, are basically playing as 4-power units, and Crach is honestly an MVP because you can just stop them being able to develop onto the board because you just have every single turn you play a unit, they get to do their effect, they get to deal the damage to your opponent's unit, kill it off, and all of the damage coming in is hitting the armor. So you kind of don't care. And last thing is you want to look for a long round. Deck absolutely slaps in a long round because you've just got so many like engine-based tools that don't feel like engines but kind of are. So like Crach and Holger and Harold all really make sense to play in a long round. And of course with Veteran, all your cards are going to be best. Then anyways, so I've already rambled on enough about this one. I don't particularly have anything to talk about. So we will go into the games. Almost forgot to record then. We've got Air Sign. So this is probably like self-damage stuff. And in all honesty, I don't very good. To be honest, picking at not very good things, this hand doesn't do a great deal for us. Burner helps. Burner definitely helps. Champion's Charge could actually be quite helpful because they're going to damage their own stuff. So we kind of don't mind that. I'm going to put back Harold. I'm going to kick myself when I don't draw into Harold later on. But this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this one. This usually gets done in blurred, but not a great deal we can do about that. When we do discard, we'll probably just go Haymaker's Gold because Coral could be sitting in the top. Yeah, so that's kind of what I mean. We're already getting our armor, 2 damage units, so Champion's Charge basically going to be online in a second. But what to play, Play Haymaker's Gold. Harold's lingering, but that's okay. Got Morkvarg. The one kind of sad thing about Morkvarg is like he gets the armor, but it doesn't come with him. Can't complain too much, but a little sad. Weird that they waited a turn to do that. Kinda weird. But it is what it is. Try and find Coral. You're not Coral, but you're good enough. What ships we got? I mean, it's guaranteed to get long ships, so this is actually quite decent. I mean, I don't know what for sure, like how this is exactly going to be built, because there's a lot of different ways you can like go with this kind of list. That we'll just have to see, I guess. I mean, honestly, we could pass if we wanted to, but I don't think we do. Especially when we haven't got anything in the graveyard for Coral. For Harold, sorry. I mean, we could have used the charge off this as well, but I'd rather float it. Gives us a little bit of reach. Which is here if we want to kill that. And it's if we want to kill that. I don't think we do. We can wait. Like next time we can go dim and like long ship. Get some free damage from that. We'll probably end up Champion's Charge in that anyway. It will strip the armor off again. Free damage. Now Morkvarg's going to end up with tons of armor, but we kind of don't care about that. Don't you pester me. Kind of what I mean about the armor sometimes goes to waste. It does mean that, like, in terms of removal, very awkward to deal with. Let's just Champion's Charge you away. I think we lose the round if we don't do that. Maybe warrant leader. Nah, mistake on my part. I guess not. Guess it doesn't really matter. And we'll probably... Well, I mean, we want to be passing next. I don't love the idea of going burner. Fortunately, that might be the case. Because the problem is, like, we have too many gold still waiting. And then we have the very hard decision of do we throw away Morkvarg or Harold, and it's not a nice one. Or we just get away with it for some reason. Okay. That's fine with me. Fair enough. Fair enough. Still don't know how I feel about King Bran. I mean, I think he's good, to be fair. I think he's alright. Because, like, being able to trigger Veteran is really nice for, like, these, like, Raiders and stuff. Coming down as 7s, it's just so much tempo for Harold. Kind of insane how much tempo it is. And this hand can defend a bleed, or we have a dry pass. It's all pretty good. It's all pretty good. We're obviously missing some nice stuff, but hopefully we draw into it. I mean, we want to find, like, Tigby, we want to find Coral, we want to find Holger, we want to find Terra. Looks like they're not passing, though. Which, I mean, is okay. is how much we need to go into this round. How much do we need to round? I mean, we can start with this. We don't need to do too much. Fear is us having to play burner and just drawing into a load of golds and having a very awkward situation, but I think that's going to be the case. I think, you know, even if we have to use like Harold or we have to use Crach, for example, I think we're okay. It's a real shame we don't have Terror of the Season and because obviously that gets super boosted against this matchup because they're just damaging their own stuff. But I think you always kind of get value off it. Because like for 7, even if it deals like, let's lowball it and say it deals like 7 damage, it's still a 12 for 7. That's like what you play gold for, so. Alright, big boy's out. We'll go Scordal into this. Harold plays for 11. I mean, regardless, it's going to take another card anyway. So I think the way we do this is we actually can't kill that. Realized we can float this then maybe. It is quite vulnerable to a stunning blow there. Okay, let's not float it. A lippy death. Okay. Alright. That's actually okay. I mean, we can't get ahead here anyway. We need to go burner. We need to go burner. I don't love it. But, yeah, we kind of need to go burner here. Kinda what I was scared of. It's more the fact that I chose to go strangely enough. Because obviously this is just Elbow Killer. Well,
a raid's a raid. Matters not whose village we pillage.
but positive things, we still have Crach, we have Coral to draw into, we have Holger, we have Bran, which is just a point slam. Terror of the Seas, you know, maybe we get some value there. There is that. And Holger. And Pirate. So Coral's better than that. King Bran's the same. This is arguably worse. This is arguably worse. Well, it's definitely worse. Odds are that that's never getting better. But we do it anyway. And of course I get punished for it. Perfect. Sometimes you just don't greed. So we lose by 4 points, that's on me. More than 4 points actually. Because SH would have been able to remove something. Ah well. Probably a bit of a throw there. But it is what it is. Oh, we can stop that. Look at this. It's kind of good. Kind of good. Obviously, this is sad. But like I say, like lowball this and say it deals 6 damage is good. This clears off the board. I mean, we've got 8 points left. Alright.
Nothing like some overseas plundering and spring.
See if that's enough. That's enough, right? Pretty good. Yeah, really throwing mulliganing into that, but kind of didn't matter. I think that was why I was like felt a bit better about doing it, because I knew our hand was kind of good, and they didn't have a great deal left. So, like with Champion as Foulblog gone on easy street, it's fine. Game, good game. Literally said this is a bad matchup, so we'll see what we can get done. We kind of need to get to a long round. We need to get some good stuff out, and we need to get to a long round. Because the problem is, if they get to bleed us, we just can't outpoint them in a short round. Because Regis. So we need to win this round. And obviously we're on red coin, which helps a lot. And Burner with the double discard helps a lot too. I think we drop one of the ships there. I mean, we've got a raiding fleet there. Because we threw that one back, we're guaranteed to be able to pull it. Don't like you. Don't like you one bit. How do we want to do this? It's probably just Burner, but that does give them a lot of bodies on the board. I don't think they can do anything about Holger though. I think we're going to need a Holger as well. Because we can Radiant Fleet next turn. It's just this fail doesn't really doesn't really help. And the only way we're killing a Fleder is with Champion's Charge. Is it? Yeah, I mean realistically. We could go like double leader, but I don't think that's ever a good idea. I'm a big fan of Holger. Big fan of Holger. Double Fled is a little scary. But it's manageable, right? I mean, we can just Champion's Charge it right now. Honestly, might be the play. Yeah, seems weird using it like that, but I mean, what we'd be looking for is waiting for that to go up to like 20 points and then Champion's Charging it anyway. So, like, worst case, we drop 2 points because this one's... Actually, no, we don't. That's 1 point higher anyway because this is bleeding. Yeah, that was correct. That was correct. And we can kind of hold this like Burner and Tess each combination. Don't need to commit quite yet. We're building up the armor, so I don't really want to play that yet. But Invader's very nice. Since, you know, we're gonna bleed. We're gonna bleed. I'm very scared of a Gale at the moment. Gale onto Holger is very nice for them if they have it. And I've probably jinxed it. Yeah, not jinxed it. But the armor's getting up to a healthy amount now. Very nice. So we could kill that with a leader and a dim and light longship, which seems good. Better to do it that order, in that order as well, because you get the extra boost. I mean, even if they pass on us, we can just get Corsair and we're good to go. I mean, I think we're going Corsair anyway, just to take the armor off Invader. Or not. Guess we're not taking the armor off Invader. Let's keep the tempo up. Coral's nice. Coral is nice.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in spring.
My food's ready. I'll win this game real quick. This spot is far better than I was expecting. The Morkvarg off the top for the coral, right? Morkvarg off the top. Tigby is also a good choice.
You have my sword, and I'll cure Sack.
Because this is a big threat to them. The only response to this is Queen of the Night. That's not Queen of the Night. Yep. Now we can go coral.
I suppose, and the end.
I'm happy enough to discard that. You can still win the round with a Corsair here. I have to just score Dal. Cat can. Didn't get the Morkvarg off the top, did we? Damn. Cool. Right, so let me do the maths right here so I don't mess it up. We're gonna lose 1, 2, 3, 4 points. They're gonna gain potentially 2, so 6 points. We're gonna gain 4, 5, 6 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4 points lost. A maximum of 8 points lost. Plays as a 5 or 6. Yeah, we're gonna have to lead her, but that's okay. Might as well get another armor on it, whatever. Wait. You didn't see that. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. And yeah, I was right. I was right. Oh, that's always the problem with Blood Moon. It's just like there's maths involved. I don't want to do maths. I just want to cards and not think about anything. But at least we get the win. So we are looking for you. We are looking for you. We are looking for you. I don't love mulligan in this, but I think we need to. I think. Yeah. That's fine if we draw into a Hermes Gold. And I know this is going to be my last mulligan, and I know the next card that we mulligan Morkvarg away to find will be Hermes Gold. How these things work. I've played this game long enough. Long enough to know how these things work out. Okay. I think we really are going to need both of these though. So, you go. None of you. So, I mean, we've got a 40% chance of hitting it off the Hermes Gold. One with the discard package, isn't it? You can thin down to like 4 cards, but it kind of doesn't matter if you're not lucky. Going Viandra is a good sign. Going Viandra is definitely a good sign. That's kind of a brick for them. I also didn't realise we didn't play a raider this game. Oh. I mean, this is kind of good enough, right? He's played for like 14 on deploy. I can live with that. Definitely live with that. And he's given some armor to the stuff in hand. Which kind of doesn't matter in the matchup, does it? But they're both veiled units, actually. No, that's the most important thing. They're both veiled. So no, this is good. Good. Okay, I mean...
Listen here. Listen well.
Okay. Terror of the Seas is very nice. Very, very nice. Get some damage in there. I don't love that we have to play like non-veiled stuff, but we delayed it a turn at least, so kind of is what it is, right? Is what it is. And we almost, I mean, we kind of like abuse the interaction. I don't particularly want that to be the way we win this game, because it feels kind of scummy. But the Morkvarg interaction with Terror of the Seas is obviously kind of nuts. Yep, that's no problem. We'll go hit. Good ping. Alright, now all we need now is for the next ping off Harold to take this out as well. We are holding this, like we could have killed the Garcane, but Unseen Alder. Unseen Alder is spooky. And we really, really, really need to score down the Unseen Alder. Like, if they play in Oriana, I don't care, we just morph back that. But Unseen is very scary. Like, that and Regis are really the only things that are scary anymore. Oriana just works out for us because of the interaction. Morkvarg. Non-diversion, so there's probably no Unseen. I would bet my life on the fact there's no Unseen Elder. Cool. Cool. It does help that it blocks out the damage, at least. Ah. Not good pings. Oh well. Oh well. So yeah, we'll Morkvarg the Oriana. As I say, don't love that the interaction makes it good, but if you kind of think of the process of how we played this game, I would be doing it this order anyway, of playing the Morkvarg to get the extra armor onto Terror of the Seas, like, anyway, so it's not really changed how I played this game. It obviously will result in quite a few more points. Kinda dumb. Kinda dumb. They win by 8 points. If we win by 8 points, they deserved it. If they don't win by 8 points, then it didn't matter. Oh, we lose anyway. Alright, I feel fine about it. I feel fine about it. I mean, I said the matchup's horrible because they just kind of outpoint us with stuff like this. So I'll take it. I'll take it. But I kind of enjoyed this deck. It's really good. And losing to vampires, I feel fine about that. You know, you all know how I feel about vampires. They've got a place in my heart. So, as always, hope you enjoyed, and we will be back on Thursday. Thursday it is.